is Ashley and welcome back to our channel. So I will be running a half marathon in October and I wanted to document my training process for that. So this is week 13 of my half marathon training. So if you want to see what I do for my half marathon training, then keep watching. So week 13, day 1 is a rest day. Week 13, day 2 is also a rest day. Today's week 13, day 3, and I'm about to go run. I think I'm gonna do either 5 or 6 miles. So yeah. Okay, so I just got back from my run. So I did 5 miles on the treadmill today, and I ran the first 4.5 miles straight in 50 minutes and 46 seconds. That's about 11:17-ish pace. And then I walked the last half of a mile. And then I biked for 5 miles. Overall, it felt like a pretty good run, so I'm happy with it. So yeah, I did those 5 miles today in 1 hour and 13 seconds. Okay, so today is week 13, day 4, and I think today what I'm gonna do is a 1.5 mile warm-up by 1,200 meters at 5 to 10K pace with a 600 meter recovery and then a 1.5 mile cool down. So that should be about 7.48 miles, but I think I'm gonna end up doing 7.5. But I think that's what I'm gonna do today and what the game plan is. So I'm going to go down to the gym and start my So I just got done with my run. I did 7.5 miles, and I did the 1.5 mile warm up, and I did it more of like a run walk. And then I did 4 times 1,200 meters at 5K to 10K pace with a 600 meter recovery. So the 1,200 meters I did about a 9:40-ish pace, and then the 600 meter recovery I just walked. And then the 1.5 mile-and-a-half cool down. I also just did like a run walk. And overall, it felt like a decent run. But I did those 7.5 miles in 1 hour and 42 minutes and 19 seconds. So it was a like slow run today. Just because like for what, like a full like 1.5 miles, I was just straight up walking. So, but at least I did a run today. Okay, so week 13, day 5 was a rest day. Week 13, day 6 was also a rest day. Week 13, day 7 was also a rest day. So I'm going to do a little week 13 of half marathon training recap. So day 1 was a rest day. Day 2 was a rest day. Day 3, I did 5 miles on the treadmill. And the first 4.5 miles I ran straight, and I ran those 4.5 miles in 50 minutes and 46 seconds. So that's about 17 minute pace. And then I walked the last 0.5, and then I biked 5 miles. And overall, it felt like a pretty good run. And I did those 5 miles in 1 hour and 13 seconds. Day 4, I did 7.5 miles on the treadmill, and I did a 1.5 mile warm up, and then I did 4 times 1,200 meters at 5 to 10K pace with a 600 meter recovery, and then a 1.5 mile cool down. So the 1.5 mile warm up and the 1.5 mile cool down, for both of them, I kind of did like a run walk, and then for the 4 times 1,200 meter at 5 to 10K pace, I did about a 9:40-ish pace for those. And then the 600 meter recovery, I just walked. And this one kind of felt like a decent-ish run. And I did those 7.5 miles in 1 hour and 42 minutes and 19 seconds. It was a little bit of a slow run. And then day 5 was a rest day, day 6 was a rest day, and day 7 was a rest day. So my week 13 overall weekly mileage total was 12.5 miles. Overall, for the week, I mean, I only did 2 runs. One felt pretty good and one didn't felt like decent. But yeah, I definitely need to get back on my running grind and like running every day, because my half marathon is coming up pretty quick. So I need to get back into making sure I'm running every day and making sure that I'm training so I can run my half marathon and actually do well at my half marathon. So I will show you guys the shoes that I wore for my 2 runs. The first shoe that I wore was the Nike React Infinity 3s, and the other shoe that I wore was the Nike Pegasus Turbos. So yeah, I definitely need to get back on my running game of like running every day, because I don't have very much longer before I'm running my half marathon. So if you guys like this video, go ahead and give it a like, and if you want to see the rest of my half marathon training videos and how I do on my half marathon, then go ahead and subscribe to our channel. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.